and its finished product it's a different experience. I remember coming up with mostly lyrics and dialogue. My vision was always not perfectly clear at the Clone Center, so seeing the scenes was not always played out for me. So it's just easier for me to recall lyrics and dialogue easier. When we came up with visuals, for instance, it was always usually, if it wasn't kind of extracted from our daily activities, for instance, the background to film, say it's an amusement park, well, it's always easier to have everything identifiable. In other words, we would go to a scene to film that backdrop, and then obviously green screen and pose it to make the finished product. But oftentimes also we used what's called a simulation room, which is you walk into the room. Usually I was always already awake in my avatar, but anything you see or anything you envision in your mind, and it just appears. I'm not the computer whiz, so I don't know what technology that is. I've never heard of it, but we call it the simulation room, and that's exactly what it is. It visually materializes anything you imagine.